So good evening guys. So I'm sure you've seen on the page from numerous different people, including both Dan and Gary, that the new Spitfire from Corgi has been released, and this is it. The Mark 1A of Squadron leader Geoffrey Stephenson, representing an aircraft number 19 Squadron, which was shot down over the Dunkirk evacuation beaches and was later retrieved from Sangatte. This aircraft represents one of 4 Mark 1s which are currently airworthy in the world now, and it was originally owned by a company called Mark 1 Partners, who restored another aircraft in a very similar scheme, representing P9734, and had the J motif on the side. And of course Corgi did that a little while ago with the black and white wings, and these were both restored at Duxford, including obviously airframe assemblies and retro tracker now, doing the engine as well, but they're both restored at Duxford. And this one in fact actually still flies at Duxford, whilst P9734 has gone to the States. So we're now actually just 2 Spitfires away from the full airworthy complement. We've got KLA, and we've also got the XRD, which is William Dunn's aircraft, which is actually, both of those are operated by Fire Collection on behalf of Comanche Warbirds, I believe. So this one here is representing the wartime version. So anybody who's seen this at Duxford, it actually now has just underneath the cockpit an IWM Duxford motif, as the guys who owned it originally, when they sold P9734, actually gifted this to Duxford, and it's now operated by the Aircraft Restoration Company, although technically Duxford are their owners. So this aircraft here, if anybody's ever seen it fly, has got a very distinctive sound compared to the rest of the Mark 1s. So it's got this sort of whistle. And you can't, obviously in 172 scale it's really difficult to replicate, but the whistle is actually due to the mirror on top of the cockpit. I believe, and don't quote me, I might be wrong, but Geoffrey Stephenson took the mirror out of his car and actually put it on top, because it wasn't originally fitted with a mirror and you couldn't see anything in his rear. So he actually fitted it to the cockpit, and actually, the Aircraft Restoration Company actually manufactured something similar, and it creates a really strange sort of whistle, which is completely different to any other Spitfire you'll listen to. But anyhow, getting on to the model, it's fair to say there's been some really rave reviews of this, and Corgi have absolutely nailed it. So the colours are spot on, absolutely spot on, that really sort of deep brown and green, replicating N3200. And of course the oversized randles on the side, that overlap. But the real thing that I think is quite sort of relevant to this aircraft is the 3-tone underneath scheme. So usually this sort of white and black, which I absolutely love. I love that sort of Battle of France Dunkirk look. But this aircraft wore a very, very temporary scheme, which wasn't used for very long before the black and white wings were sort of got rid of, and that was the silver on the fuselage, and of course the white and black on the wings there. And Corgi have absolutely nailed that. Look at the stencils on there as well, detailed stencils. The aircraft's fantastic. I don't think this will stay around for very, very long. This aircraft was bought from Jumblies, and I believe it was $44.99 plus postage. So, no, quite reasonable for a £50 fighter. Let's give you a few more walk rounds on it as well. I've actually got 3 of the airworthy Spitfires now, sorry. I've actually got a William Dunn Spitfire by Matchbox, which I've got in the shed, which I need to sort of get out and take a picture of, which is a really, really nice aircraft as well, because they do a Brian Lane one, which is also a Duxford aircraft. So, but it's wheels up, but it's decent enough. Just give you a little bit of a walk around. Yeah, the Mark 1 scheme's lovely. If I have a look, you can actually see very, very slight dihedral there as well on the Mark 1 Spitfire. One of the few that really sort of shows it off, just to give you a bit of an idea of it there. So yeah, I'm really, really, really impressed with this. Absolutely nailed it. It's going to make a great addition to the Spitfire shelf. So that's every Corgi Spitfire I still have in 172. Just a few Spitfires away from total completion in terms of 172. But yeah, really, really worth getting if you get a chance while you still can. Okay, just to sort of sum up the video, thanks for all your feedback around the Corgi interview with Michael. Just to sort of emphasise again, you know, thanks to Michael and Corgi for being such good sports and doing something completely different to which they've ever done before. I think the feedback, even across the forums, Facebook and Instagram, which are very, very different type of followers, has been really, really good. So we hopefully want to try and do that on a more regular basis, and I stress, hopefully we can do it with some other people within the brand as well. Not that of course we want to ditch Michael, because he did a great job, but like I said, just to re-emphasise, brilliant for Michael doing this, and hopefully sort of the first of many, let us say. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the very, very short video on the Spitfire, speak to you soon.